everyone. I'm Terry Nealey, your 16th District State Representative. Thank you for joining me on Legislative Update. A couple of weeks ago, it was announced that the state would be installing 2 or 3 electric vehicle charging stations on Highway 2 along Stevens Pass by the end of this year. The director of the State Department of Commerce praised the idea, saying it keeps us moving in the right direction, promoting jobs and clean energy. While electric vehicles are clean and will be using energy, we need to look beyond the plug and realize this electricity is coming not from the box, but from a generation source. Consumers are using more electricity today than they ever to operate computers, televisions, server farms, and other equipment, and now we're looking at transitioning to electric vehicles. As our state's population grows, it means the demands for electricity will only go up. But there's a problem. We're not building enough generation sources to meet this demand. In fact, there's a strong push away from gas-fired plants and coal generation, which provides a significant portion of baseload generation. What happens when we remove this electricity from the grid? We have to replace it with something. Wind and solar are great supplements, but they are not sufficient to replace fossil fuel baseload generation because wind and solar are intermittent. The baseload needs a constant generation of energy to supply the grid. Wind and solar are not constant sources. The answer is to expand nuclear energy, which exists as one of the most reliable and clean, non-emitting electrical baseload generation sources. If we're going to ensure the reliability of our electrical grid, we need to begin planning now. Nuclear energy makes sense and is the cleanest, most efficient way to replace fossil fuel generation sources. Several days ago, I introduced legislation that would bring nuclear power into the conversation of our future energy needs. House Bill 1513 would create a 9-member joint legislative task force to study the potential for expanding nuclear energy in Washington. The legislation also sets out goals of construction. At least 1 nuclear energy facility in our state in the next 9 years, 3 by 2030, and 5 by 2040. I'm working to secure a hearing on this bill in the House Technology, Energy, and Communications Committee. We're reaching a critical point in our state's energy needs. While hydro is an important part of our Washington's energy generation, I don't see us building dams anytime soon. Nuclear is our best choice. Let's begin this conversation now and plan to meet our future energy needs. As the session moves forward, I will invite your comments on this or any other state government issue. Please call my office. The phone number is 360-786-7828. That's 360-786-7828. You'll also find information on my website. You'll see the address on your screen. Thank you for joining me on Legislative Update. I'm your State Representative, Terry Nealey.